All right, Virgo, welcome back to my channel. I'm Ryan with Arrows of Love. Today we're going to do your May 2021 Love Tarot and Astrology reading. First and foremost, if you like these videos and would like to see more of them, please click that like button and subscribe. It helps the channel and it's very much appreciated from me. And if you're looking for a private reading, my email is in the description box below. Just send me an email and we'll work out a time to do something a little bit more personal. All right, so let's review the astrology, Virgo, first. We are in Taurus season. The sun is in Taurus right now. Taurus is your 9th house. It's 9 signs past Virgo. The 9th house is all about your religious beliefs, your ideals. It's about higher education, expanding the mind. Some of you may be finishing up college, thinking about going back to college, brushing up on job skills, anything that expands the mind, doing research, doing any type of writing or promotion is highly encouraged during this time. So it's an extremely beneficial time. It's a very optimistic time for you, Virgo, overall. And the sun is going to leave this 9th house and head into your career sector of Gemini on May 21st. And this Gemini season is going to be an interesting one, to say the least, for you, Gemini, because Mercury, which is on your mind, this is the messenger planet, it's your thoughts, it's business savvy, is in its home sign of Gemini right now, and Venus is over there as well. The 10th house has to do with your career. It's what you do in the world. It's your highest achievement in the world. It's the top of the zodiac for you, right? So this is all about potential career changes or things happening in the job front that could possibly be shaken up. And the reason for that is the messenger planet Mercury is going to be retrograde from May 30th through June 22nd. Oh, there's the dog. Hey, Casey, come here. Come here. Come here. Come say hi. Come say hi to everyone. Come say hi to everyone. Oh, there he is. Yes, there's a buddy. Oh, he doesn't want to stay around here. Okay. Okay. So you got to meet Casey. That's my coon hound. He's usually around. He's being tormented by some other dogs outside. Anyway, so Mercury is going to be retrograde in its home sign of Gemini from May 30th through June 22nd. This is in your career sector. Things could come up in career that you have to reevaluate, whether it's with colleagues, a project, or an assignment. Maybe it's career as a whole. Maybe you're switching directions. You just went through this 9th house of higher education. Maybe you brushed up on some skills to now go out and find a new job. That could very well be likely for you, Virgo. The thing about this Mercury retrograde that I want you to be aware of is that when it stations direct at 24 degrees of Gemini, it's going to be making a square over to nebulous Neptune over in Pisces. And that is your 7th house of marriage, one-on-one relationships, and legal contracts. Mercury is the messenger planet. Neptune's this nebulous planet. It's empathy and compassion, but it can also create confusion and some deception. So when the two are squaring, Mercury and Neptune, this can create some disillusionment, some deception in the air. So if something doesn't pass the smell test, Virgo, chances are it's not on the up and up. So you need to be cautious during this time. Mercury retrograde in general is a time where you need to be slow down with travel. Things with technology could go bad. There's miscommunication with communication generally. It's going to be funky. And Mercury is the messenger planet. It's in its home sign. So it's going to be a lot of overthinking. It's going to be a lot of mental tension. You're going to feel restless and you're going to need to get this out of the body. So it's very important that you exercise, take care of your health. Jupiter, the planet of expansion, growth, optimism, is going to transit into your 7th house of one-on-one relationships, marriages, and legal contracts on May 13th. I'm doing this video on May 11th, so just 2 days from now. This is extremely beneficial for you, Virgo. Many of you will end up getting married in 2022. Many of you will take your relationships to the next level in 2022, but you're going to start getting glimpses of this now from May 13th through July 28th. So Jupiter will ingress into Pisces, which is its ancient ruling sign. So Jupiter does very well here. This is about spiritual growth. This is about healing. It's about karmic rewards. And for you, this is about marriage. So really good transit for you overall. If you're already in a partnership, this could be a renewal of your commitment, taking it to that next level of understanding and empathy and compassion. It's an extremely beneficial time for you, Virgo. So take advantage of it. Put yourself out there. If you're single, if you're partnered in a relationship, you'll see your relationship get a nice little boost in 2022 and over the course of May, June, and July. So a really nice time over the summer. Mars, the planet of action, vitality, assertiveness, sometimes aggression, is in Cancer. It's in its fall position right now. It doesn't do so well in Cancer. This could possibly point to some dramas in the family, some issues on the home front, maybe home repairs, family conflicts. But for you, Virgo, this is, Cancer is your 11th house. So the 11th house has to do with friends, group associations, allies, your hopes, wishes, and dreams, collective efforts, helping humanity in any way, shape, or form. During this time, it could very well be that you are just reviewing, who you're hanging around with. Maybe there's changes on the friendship sector, or maybe your groups are changing. Maybe you have a fallout with a friend over something, but this points to some type of emotional battle of some type, possibly with family. But for you, this is happening in your friendship sector. So the good news is that Mars leaves Cancer on June 11th. But before it does that, it's going to be making an opposition to alchemical Pluto. Pluto is a transformation planet. It completely redoes whatever is happening to it, wherever it's sitting, that is. And it also has to do with power struggles. It has to do a lot with power. So Mars, which is the planet of, it's in mythology, it's the warrior planet. Pluto is the god of the underworld. It points to a lot of problems with power dynamics, potentially with friends and potentially with fifth house, that's romance. So, it could be partners, could be children. There's just conflict there somewhere. So be wary of that. It will be right around the 11th, like June 9th, 10th, 11th, around that period. But Mars in Cancer, be careful of cuts, be careful of water. Just be careful when you're around water, generally speaking, Virgo. We're also headed into eclipse season, if that isn't enough. So the eclipses are always about big endings, big beginnings, and they take about 6 months to come to full fruition. So the eclipses are happening on the Gemini-Sagittarius axis. And again, for you, Virgo, Gemini is God, I'm just blanking right now. Sorry, I've had kind of a long day. So Sagittarius for you is, let's see here. I'll just do Virgo, Libra. It's your 4th house of home, family, roots and foundation. And it's also, that is your 4th house, right? Yeah, because Capricorn's your 5th. I'm having one of those days. And Gemini is your 10th house. So that is career matters, your outward appearance, what you do out in the world. So these are just themes that are going to ring true. If you're having any issues with family, big changes on the career front, it's pointing to all these things that are going to come up right around that eclipse time frame. So it's a theme that rings true for you. Things come in and out with eclipses. It's culminations and it's new beginnings, and there's nothing we can really do about it. It's pointing us toward our destiny. It's reshifting things in a way so you're realigned to really fulfill your karmic destiny. So just realize that with the eclipse season, the first one on May 26th in Sag, home, family, mother, possibly things with pregnancy, and then we'll have a total solar eclipse in Gemini in early May, or early June. So again, that's happening in career. So big things happening in career, big things happening in family. So those are the general energies for you, Virgo. Not a ton happening in your love houses. That doesn't mean love can't be found, right? It's always out there for us. All right, so we'll do some tarot. What I'm going to do is pull one card from the Angel's Oracle, pull 3 cards from the tarot for you, 3 cards for your love interest overall. These messages will not resonate with all of you. These are general readings after all. Take a look at your ascendant, moon, and Venus signs. Sometimes those will resonate more with you depending on what's happening in your natal chart. So, all right, Virgo. Let's see what's going on with you for love. This is for Virgo. Okay. This is for the general energy. Passion. Ooh. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. Ooh, passion. It's always a good card. What are you passionate about, Virgo? Jupiter coming into the 7th is huge. It's going to completely change things up. It's going to happen around, like I said, May 13th. So again, if you are in a relationship and it's progressing well, things could lead to marriage. If you're single, you could very well start dating someone that ends up being something long-term. The 7th house also deals with sex, so passion, you know, children. It's all those good things. So we will see how this all shakes out for you. 3 cards for you. Here we go. Knight of Cups. Here it is. 10 of Pentacles. Wow. 5 of Cups. Okay, we'll get to this. This is for them. Page of Wands. The World. Wow. Knight of Swords. Okay, so you have some interesting stuff happening here. Passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. It's always a great card, right? And something is filling you up emotionally. Maybe you recently got an offer. You're making an offer to someone. You found your person. If you're partnered up, you are feeling more emotionally fulfilled. The Knight of Cups is a stable emotional offer. They want to bring emotional fulfillment to your life. It's filling you up. And what's really interesting here about this particular night, and I've always known this, but I'm just realizing now, he's got the wings of Mercury on the back of his head. It's messages, right? So these are offers. We're going into big Gemini season. So you're going to be reviewing things over the next couple of weeks with that Mercury retrograde, but this is a great offer and one that you've probably been hoping for a while. And it's one of stability. It's one that has resources and not just money. It's resources of emotional abundance, resources of passion. It's got all the resources and it's got a happy home, happy family vibe to it. It's one of the best cards in the entire deck, right? It's filling you up. There might be some emotional or financial aspects to this. Hey, Casey. He's watching outside. So this has a really nice energy to it. So maybe you're dating someone with some nice resources with them, and it expands your family, expands your physical resources. I mean, this has got everything to it. But it requires you to leave something behind, right? The 5 of, you have some conflicting energy here in the sense that you might be getting this offer and it's one that really fills you up emotionally and one that comes with great resources and maybe abundance. But you also have to leave something behind here that you might be emotionally connected to. There's 3 cups on the ground, 2 still standing, the man's walking away. So something here still requires you to let go of something emotionally. So maybe by getting into this relationship, you're letting something else go. Maybe, you know, it could be another person, it could be another situation, it could be a city, it could be a house. You know, if you're combining resources here, you know, you still got to let other things go in order for new things to come back in. So there's still this element of letting go. On the other side, you're getting, they definitely have the hots for you and they let you know that. There might be a smooth talker for sure. You're getting some some very, I'm not going to say scandalous, but maybe it's some sex messages. Like, it's things like that where it's like, they definitely know how to turn you on and they know what to say. There's no doubt about that. Now, with that said, they got the World card. And this is an interesting one. This also has to do with some of the fixed signs. So you could be dealing with a Leo, a Taurus, a Scorpio, or an Aquarius. We're in Taurus season right now. It's your 9th house of higher education, higher ideals, your beliefs, what it is you believe in. Taurus, Scorpio for you is your 3rd house of communication. So again, it's picking up this communication with these vibes from this page, sex messages, basically. And then you have Aquarius, Saturn sitting in Aquarius right now. That is your 6th house, work routine, your daily life. Things are changing in your daily life. Things are changing for them too. So it's coming to an end. There's a big ending here. I don't think it's necessarily a bad ending. I think it's an ending that you've been waiting for a while. Maybe it's the end of you being single. Maybe it's the end of having some relationship issues. Maybe you're just taking things to that next level, because there's definitely an offer here. So they're offering you the world, essentially, but that requires an ending. Whenever you begin something new, something else has to end, right? So you have this on both sides. They might do this by surprise. You have 2 knights on each side. One is more about the emotional fulfillment, and the other one is more about the social and mental fulfillment. They tend to be maybe a little bit more impulsive. So this could be an impulsive decision of some type. It could be very fast-moving communication of some type. But they're definitely going to be changing things up, and it's not that they're rushing into it, but there's definitely an ending, and it could be very quick for that matter. I think it's going to be a good one. I think maybe you're just taking things to the next level. Let's pull a card for the outcome. Strength. It takes strength to start something new, right? I don't see this being like a breakup or anything. I think this is more or less, it takes strength to move into that next cycle. And with Jupiter moving into that 7th house of partnership and marriage, it can be a little scary. Some of us have, commitment issues and, buried bodies in our backyard from our past. But the thing is, we have to have that strength to move on and to let go of the things that are holding us back in order for us to progress into something that's much more beautiful and that aligns with our true destiny. And you have some amazing things here. You offer them emotional fulfillment. They offer you excitement. You bring stability to this relationship. But something's definitely ending on this side. I think it's just you guys being single. I think that's the ending. Got some really nice things here overall. So enjoy the passion. Enjoy this Jupiter transit into Pisces. Like I said, watch very carefully what's happening from late May, or I should say like the next couple of days. So May 13th through the end of July, those are hints of what is to come for you, Virgo, on that relationship front for 2022. Many of you will be getting married or taking your relationship to that next level. So enjoy it. We'll talk next time. Until then, we'll see you next month.